Hi Luxury Home Show, it's Hannah, and today I'm showing you this standout 6-bedroom property in the prestigious Four Oaks estate about 30 minutes away from Birmingham. It's priced at £4.25 million and it's listed with By Design, and I can't wait to show you around. Ooh la la. I know. I have to say, the design throughout this house is very sophisticated and grown up. The beautiful carpet has been brought up here as well, so it's a little bit more comfy. Look at this kitchen island. It is absolutely massive. Whoa! Look at this. What a beautiful media unit as well. Now, before we explore inside, I just wanted to show you the outside of the house and look at the plot. We're actually on half an acre of land, and then the actual house is 8,000 square feet. And it is a whopper of a house, isn't it? It's very big, 6-bedroom and 6 en-suites. Lovely big wraparound garden, nice mature trees, some faux foliage, which you wouldn't know wasn't real. Very easy maintenance as well. So, you know, if you don't want a garden that you need to tend to too much, it's perfect. As you can see, probably around there, that is the coach house. So ideal if you have live-in housekeepers or nannies. Under that, triple garage, but there is loads more to see inside, including a gym, a cinema room. Now, location-wise, we are in a very posh estate, nice and quiet, and then just over the road, there's actually a tennis court. So if you are a fan of the game, it doesn't get much closer than that. Right, let's go inside. So inside, into a very majestic entrance hallway. Now, the layout of this property is quite unique, particularly down here on the ground floor. We've got sort of like a central area that will become more apparent later, with all of the living spaces wrapping all the way around it. And speaking of wraparound, look at this sublime, sweeping staircase. I can't wait to show you upstairs later. But for now, I'm going to take you around to the living, kitchen and dining area. Now, you're spoilt for choice in this property. You've got not one, but 2 lounges, both open plan. Feels very grand. I have to say, the design throughout this house is very sophisticated and grown up. I mean, look at that light fixture. Wow. We've also got a tunnel fireplace. I can see all the way through to the kitchen and the dining room. And the flooring, same throughout the whole ground floor, so a nice through flow, and it's actually Ted Todd flooring. Ooh la la, I know. It's got an ebony finish and a basket weave pattern, so a bit different to your normal herringbone pattern. Right, let's go through to here. Big dining room table here for your family dinners. I love how open plan this all is. I mean, this house is made for family life, for entertaining, and circular. There's lots of lovely curves everywhere to soften the place up. We've got the same light fixture that we had in the living room, which mirrors the big circular table. And then we move into the kitchen. Look at this kitchen island. It is absolutely massive. Whoa! And we've also got this beautiful Decton book-matched worktop here. And look at this for a breakfast bar. We've got 6 spaces here, you could probably squeeze even more on, and I like this little wooden top here to lean on. This is like a full-on diner bar. Can you imagine of an evening with the lights dimmed, all of this glowing here with a drink? Very nice. You've got your sink and your hob here, so yeah, you're still part of the conversation while you're hosting. Now let's talk about these kitchen units. These are by Cymatic, and I think they just make this kitchen. I mean, they're gorgeous. They're integrated, lovely, beautiful, smooth texture here, handleless. I mean, even the display cabinets, how high-end does all of this look? Having all of your glasses on show. Wow. Let's have a little look. Oh, so nice. It just makes it feel so tidy, sleek, minimalist. And then we've got Gaggenau integrated appliances. And we do have 2 grower taps for hot, boiling, cold, still, and sparkling. Very nice too, wow. And then a little bit further down here, and oh, look how neat and tidy that is. Look at that for a pantry cupboard. Nice soft closes. There we go, every time. And then around here, You have an integrated media unit, so great if you were having a coffee, watching a bit of morning TV. And if you are enjoying the video so far, a little cheeky subscribe. There we are. I'm loving me these curves. Oh, love that. And this wall panelling, so elegant. Got nice high skirting board and detailed architraves as well. Now, I said at the beginning, didn't I? We've got something a little interesting going on here in the centre of the ground floor. First of all, you know I love me a bit of hidden storage, which we do have. Da-da-da, like that. And then we've got one in here as well, a little bit more. Very good, handy. And then if I can see it here, through here is something really fun. Follow me. This, one of the sexiest downstairs WCs I've ever seen. This is Armani. Yeah. We've got a kind of like pewter silver tone going on in here. I mean, look at the different textures on the walls. That sink is to die for. Floating toilet, it all just feels very cool. It's very cool. So once you've had a drink in the kitchen, I'd be like, hey, go and use the restroom. Leaving the kitchen, this door gives you access out onto your courtyard. And in the summer months, I mean, you've got a barbecue out there, maybe some lounges. Oh, that would be ideal. And there's also a sunken fire pit as well. So when it's a little bit chillier, blankets and s'mores. Oh, and that is in front of the coach house and your fully kitted out gym. So this is your second living room, which I think is probably a bit more suited to lounging back on a Sunday afternoon with a film. You've got your TV here, a nice fireplace, so lovely and cosy in the winter time. Didn't actually point this out in the other room. This panel, we've got it mirrored here as well. Look at this ceiling panel. I just love the interest and depth that it gives it. And you've got hidden LED lights as well. Lovely. And if you are hosting, you've got a big family, seating is not going to be a problem. We've got all these lovely window banquette benches. So nice. Okay, let's go around here then, because this needs a mention. This is Calcutta marble and it's been chain linked. So a lot of the time you see book matched, which is where it's been mirrored, whereas this flows through, the pattern just continues, and they've used it throughout the whole property. It is unbelievable. Honestly, one of the ensuites, just wait till you see that. And here, through these curved doors, is an office, so ideal if you are working from home. That is the ground floor done, but before we head upstairs to see the bedrooms, this staircase is unbelievable. This is by Mere End. It's obviously bespoke. We've got a pewter handrail, which, oh, it feels so tactile. I've never seen one like this before. We've also got Swarovski crystals. We've got Indian silk carpet leading us up. And then what is one of the most phenomenal light fixtures I have ever seen? Oh, it is stunning. We've got double height ceilings and I can actually see the curve of the landing up there, and it's flooded with natural light through this enormous cathedral-like window. I can't wait to go upstairs, so let's go. Up here on the landing, and we certainly have the wow factor, don't we? I mean, you can fully appreciate this light fixture, absolutely unbelievable. And that wall there has been done in polished plaster and goes from the ground floor all the way to the second floor. It's actually been finished by hand as well to give it that texture. On the walls, we have Faro and Ball paint in Ammonite, another great name from F&B there. The beautiful carpet has been brought up here as well, so it's a little bit more comfy. Now we have 6 bedrooms throughout the whole property, but one of those is in the coach house, so 5 in the main house, and we are going straight to the primary suite. Anybody else feeling like they're in a hotel? Oh yes, big fan as well, having this bed pointing out at an angle here. And although obviously it's not a circular room, it kind of gives the impression it is with this incredible ceiling fixture and gives that nice sort of flow. You can see the whole room. Got this lovely leather headboard as well. Carpets that's nice and cosy, very cosy as well with a fireplace in here. More of that Calcutta marble, which separates the room because behind here is a dressing room of dreams. Like, I never used to think I was that bothered about dressing rooms and walk-in wardrobes, but you see enough of these and you're like, yeah, I'll have me a little bit of that. How nice is this? I mean, you've got things like an vanity section, everything's soft close. And there is a lot of versatility here. We've got cupboards and drawers and sliding door as well here. Very swish. Even hidden LED lights. So it illuminates all of your, illuminates all of your stuff. So pretty. And this has all actually been fabric lined as well. So there's little extra details that elevates this entire property. Now, all of the cabinetry is by Louis Vuitton because the owner actually designs hotels. So that's why the entire fit out of this house feels and is very luxe. I mean, they got connections. I'll have this wrapped up, please. Thanks very much. Nice big mirrors. Check yourself out. But it doesn't stop there. Keeps going into this luxury ensuite. So we've had Louis, now it's time for Armani. So we've got a freestanding Armani bath, we've got dual basins, Armani again, demister mirror, an absolutely colossal sized shower. Look at this. But I think the standout feature for me is the Calcutta marble. We've got floor to ceiling marble, and this is where you can really see that chain link. So for instance, look, you can see the pattern flowing through here. Even this bit, this veining is matched up here, and to have this kind of pattern is incredibly expensive, but the owner built this as their family home, so it's those details that he wanted to be absolutely perfect, and perfect it is. Back into the hallway and continuing our bedroom tour, it's worth noting that they all have underfloor heating and air conditioning. That is controlled, as well as the automated blinds, the lighting, all of the sound, by a Vantage control system. And that can be done via phone or voice control. So yeah, very handy to have all of that connected. Okay, into the second bedroom, which is opposite the primary suite. Similar design, but this one obviously has a different layout. Got dressing area this way, bed here, and then over here, very clever piece of furniture, TV, and then this side, home office. I love these ceiling features. We saw that in the first one. A very sumptuous headboard, but it also functions as a dividing wall. We have another dressing area, and then through here, a really clever use of space. It's not just a thoroughfare into your ensuite. They managed to fit in not only more storage, but an entire vanity unit as well, just like we saw in the primary suite. So moving into your ensuite, this would be a main bathroom in a lot of houses, wouldn't it? I mean, not only have you got a shower, nice big sink, floating toilet, you've also got a full-scale bath. Beautiful. Lovely natural stone here and some very funky tiles. Okay, so there's another bedroom just through there, which also has a walk-in wardrobe, an ensuite. There's two further bedrooms upstairs and something very special. So let's head up. Up onto the top floor, and we have a mini version of the light fixture that we saw downstairs. I mean, didn't have to do it. Didn't have to do it, but why not? The owner wanted a property in this area and didn't find anything that ticked his boxes. So he bought this, stripped the original house back to its shell, and then rebuilt his dream home. And we're the lucky ones that now get to have a look around it. So we've got two more bedrooms up here, so let's go into the first one. Definitely feeling that hotel vibe again. We've seen this headboard downstairs, but they've all been custom fit. And then around here, another walk-through dressing room leading to your ensuite. Come and check out this incredible skylight that matches the top of that massive window that I pointed out downstairs. Beautiful. Bedroom number 2. Again, walk-through wardrobe and a very funky ensuite with separate shower and toilet. Okay, now this is what I've been most excited to show you, all right? Behind this hidden door is the cinema room. And what does every cinema need for intermission? WC, a toilet, with what is probably the coolest tap I've ever seen. Ready? Here we go. Look at this! I mean, it's like a piece of art. It's like a sculpture. You do have to wait for gravity to do its job, and then that is great. Love that. Okay, here we go. This is one of the bougiest cinema rooms I think I've ever been in. First of all, you don't even have seats. You've got beds up here. I mean, it's just asking to be relaxed in. Look at this. What a beautiful media unit as well. So it's illuminated by all of this hidden LED lighting. Obviously, the ceiling and the walls have all been acoustically treated, and they're covered in leather as well. Just all of it texturally is amazing. I think you're going to get more use out of this being like a TV room than a dedicated cinema room, which can sometimes feel a bit cold and stark, whereas here, I'm going back. Find me watching a film, watching the game, with a blanket and a hot chocolate. Or maybe just asleep, if I'm being honest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even have a look over here, actually. Hang on, just before we go down. What? Tom, there's a Diddy dishwasher. Oh, my goodness. What else is... There's a fridge as well. That is so handy, so you don't have to go all the way down to the kitchen if you want a drink or something. Ah! Oh, my goodness. I mean, you know what I'm going to say now? Bar. I'll be having all my drinks up here. That is so cool. Anyway, okay, let's head to the coach house then. So back outside and behind me is the coach house. That is completely separate to the main house and ideal if you've got teenagers who want a bit of their own space, maybe grandparents who are visiting, or if you have live-in help, they can stay there. Great accommodation with a bedroom, living room and bathroom. Now, as you can probably tell, we are surrounded by lovely lawn and mature trees here. That all needs to be tended to, and there's actually a dedicated gardener's toilet and a utility room next door. So if you did have a housekeeper, they can use that instead of going into the kitchen. Under that, we've got a triple garage, and then next to it is the gym, and I do want to take you in there. No, we haven't popped down the road to a David Lloyd. This is your gym, which has got so much natural light. I feel like I'm in an orangery or something, and you can swing these doors open in the summer. I mean, if this isn't enough to make you want to work out, I don't know what more encouragement you need. You've got lovely big mirrors, loads of space, parquet flooring. I actually think you could charge subscription to come and use this. Leaving the warmth of the gym, underfloor heating. Now, if that wasn't enough, a stone's throw away is a tennis court. So whether you or the kids are a fan of the game, they can literally pop across the road and give you some well-earned time off. Well, that was Hardtop House. I really enjoyed showing you around, and if you liked what you saw, remember this property is for sale, so make sure you get in touch with the listing agency By Design. Their details are in the description below. See you soon. Hello Luxury Home Show, it's Hannah, and today we are in West London, where I'm showing you this gorgeous 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom home worth £6 million.